Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. I just wanted to make a quick announcement about Fallout 4. You can ignore the video footage in the background, that is just some background noise for me to talk over. But basically, getting straight to the point, I have decided that I'm not going to produce any more Fallout 4 videos. I do have a few reasons for that, and I hope you guys will sort of understand why I've taken the decision to stop making these videos. Now, first of all, I wasn't originally going to put Fallout 4 videos on the channel anyway. I was always going to play the game, but as you know, it's not really the sort of game that I cover on the channel. That said, quite a few of you did ask if I would cover it, and I figured as I was going to be playing a lot of it anyway, I might as well record it and put it on the channel. And also I have this horrible habit with games of starting them, playing them like mad for a few weeks, and then getting bored and going off and playing something else. Recording a game for the channel often means that it will encourage me to complete it because I want to try and get the series finished on the channel. So I did put quite a bit of thought into doing the video series and decided ultimately to go along with it. Now, a couple of things that were always going to be problematic with that was, first of all, the format. Some people don't want to see any story stuff, so some people are only happy to watch sort of side quests and the grinding and the construction and things like that. Some people are just interested in the story and don't want to see hours and hours of somebody going around checking every crate and container for tin cans and medkits and stuff like that. So finding the format was always going to be difficult. Now, when I did start recording this series, I thought that I would probably at some point stop before it came to the end of the game, because I thought I probably wouldn't get that many views on it. It isn't the sort of game that I normally cover anyway, and my audience just doesn't expect usually to see that sort of content on the channel, even though I have done some sort of open world and RPG stuff in the past. So I always thought that if I did cancel the series, it would be due to lack of views, but that isn't really the case. I mean, it is definitely my least viewed series at the moment. Yes, the first couple of videos did get a fair few views, but most new series on the channel always do, because they tend to get people's curiosity. You think about it, I've got 6,500 subscribers. Most of my videos only get about 100 views. So there's 6,400 subscribers I have that don't watch my videos. And I think every now and then if I do something new, some of those people sort of come forward and watch a few of the new videos just to see what it's all about. Not to mention that episode 1 of something is usually the first thing people click on if they search for it on YouTube or on Google and find you through a search. So we always expect the first 1 or 2 videos to be okay with views, and then it tails off. But lack of views isn't the reason that I am ending this series. So there's a few reasons. I'm going to quickly just go through them in reverse order. The last reason actually happened last night, which was very annoying. I recorded 2 hours of Fallout 4, all storyline stuff going to Diamond City, and due to a technical issue, the footage was completely unusable. Now, that is actually more down to the recording software than the game itself, and I've been having more and more of these issues recently, but it's certainly more of a problem with Fallout 4. The main reason is every time you go from one area to another and the game actually has to load the next area in, it causes frame rate problems, audio gets out of sync, and it just messes it all up. And I'm not going to go into the specifics of it because, you know, it's not as simple as running it through Handbrake and stuff like that. You know, when the video file gets recorded, for some reason Windows thinks it's a 5 frames per second video file. The audio's completely out of sync. You can rate stretch the video to match the audio, but it isn't rate stretched evenly, so the audio's still out, and it just made it completely unwatchable. And after losing 2 hours of video and storyline video, I thought, well, I've got 2 options here. I can either go back to a previous save and replay and re-record the last 2 hours of content and hope that I don't have the same technical issue, or I can just skip it, carry on recording, and miss 2 hours of the main storyline, some of it being pretty important to the main storyline as well. And that said, even if I did either of those options, there's still a chance the next time I record some story stuff that the same problems might occur. And I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back last night. I spent quite a few hours trying to recover the footage, and then about 3 o'clock this morning, I just went, yeah, stuff that, I can't be bothered, and deleted it. So that was really the straw that broke the camel's back. Secondly is the actual format. I found it very difficult to try and make this format work. My original plan was to sort of have 2 playlists, one which was going to be me doing the main story missions, which I would video, and then the second would be mainly live streams and stuff of me doing the side quests. Now, whenever I stream, I don't really get that many views. I know that is partially my own fault because I stream at weird times. This is the reason that I am a YouTuber and not a streamer primarily, because I don't really have a schedule that I can stick to when it comes to streaming. The last stream that I did of Fallout 4 was 2 hours long and I had 1 viewer. So, you know, the stream itself wasn't really worth it, and I wouldn't have streamed for 2 hours if I hadn't already known that I was going to put the stream on YouTube anyway, because now the stream has gone live as a video, a lot more people watch it. Now, the other problem is, of course, is the way that I'm doing the streams, because I'm doing them through YouTube Live, YouTube streaming service. Those videos get automatically uploaded to YouTube, so they're unedited and they are the quality that YouTube receives the stream at. So they're recorded remotely on YouTube's end, they're not recorded locally on my machine. I could do it that way, but that'd be a lot more strain on my machine trying to broadcast the game and record the game at the same time. Then I've got to edit it, render it, upload it. It's a lot more work, and that's not what I wanted to do. There was quite a bit of well, for quite some time now, I've been saying to myself I want to move away from doing episodic content, the episodic LPs that I do. I mean, I'm already doing EU4, I'm already doing Civ 5, I'm already doing CK2. Episodic content, episodic LPs are easy to do. They really are minimum effort. I mean, yeah, you've got the editing and the rendering and the uploading. You've got to play the game. But you can literally get one game and get hours and hours and hours and hours of content out of it. And I want to move away from doing that. There are a lot of Let's Players out there, and I know that most of my subscribers here do watch for the Let's Plays, but I don't mind still doing some of them, but I do want to dedicate more time towards doing things like reviews, previews, first impressions, developer spotlights, tutorials, just other bits and pieces away from Let's Plays. And what I keep finding is I end up just doing more Let's Plays, and it's consuming more and more of my time. So that has definitely been a contributing factor to this. And I think one of the biggest issues with Fallout 4 is recording videos for the channel has actually made me enjoy the game less. Now, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy the game. I've been having a great time with it. The problem that I've got is that I will be playing the game, doing side quests, non-story missions, and thinking to myself, I really should be streaming this, or I really should be recording this, because something's just happened that was really interesting and I've missed it. Then there's other times where I think, I haven't done any storyline missions for a while, and I want to do a storyline mission, but if I do a storyline mission, I should record that, and I'm not set up to record at the moment. And then there are times where I'm just sort of thinking, well, I can't go at my own pace, because I've literally got to set up and record and do this mission, and then I can get on and carry on and do side quests. And while I did originally start playing it on the channel as a motivation to see me through to the end, I feel like it's actually holding me back and slowing me down, and it's kind of spoiling my enjoyment of the game a little bit. So for all of those reasons, I've decided I'm not going to record it anymore. This is just going to be my little sort of private game that I can enjoy in my own time. I don't have to worry about streaming. I don't have to worry about editing and uploading and recording and not having technical issues. I can just boot it up whenever I want. I don't have to be self-conscious about how much time I'm spending backtracking, doing inventory management, searching around the environment, looking for every single toothbrush and hair clip that I can find. I can just play the game how I want. I don't have to worry about other people's opinion, backseat gaming, story spoilers. I just go off and play it and enjoy it. So that is what I'm going to do. So any of you that were watching the series and, you know, sort of hoping to see more of it, I do apologise for that. That said, Fallout 4 is the flavour of the month, and again, I don't normally bandwagon when a game like that comes out. I'm not the sort of person that says, well, everyone's playing this game, every YouTuber is playing this game, every streamer's streaming this game, so I've got to do it. I don't normally bother with that. I'm not big enough to compete with them anyway. Neither am I experienced enough in the Fallout universe or good enough a player to compete with these people. So if you do actually want to watch Fallout 4 playthroughs, I'm sure there are a lot out there that are way better than mine and probably a lot more interesting. But again, I do thank those of you who have watched the sort of 10 or so videos that I have put out on Fallout 4, and hopefully, even though you won't get to see me complete the game, Hopefully what you've seen is enough for you to make a decision on whether or not you think the game is worth buying or worth playing. If it's something you were interested in, maybe you can just treat it as a sort of 4, 5, 6 hour review, however long all the footage adds up to. I suppose the streams alone come to about 4 hours, but you've got some gameplay footage there, which is probably enough for you to make up your mind on your own opinions about the game and what you think about it. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I do appreciate that you were stuck with me through those episodes, and I hope you understand my reasons for discontinuing the series. So until next time, goodbye for now.